Hey, you guys, welcome. As a friends of mine likes to say, it is Thursday, July 4th, and 11:53 a.m. in the Golden State of California. So, as you guys can see with this hat, I'm bringing the juice. What does that mean? Well, I'm going to give you guys a bunch of tremendous value, and I wanted to say, today's July 4th. What do you do? Most people are doing cookouts and they're hanging with friends and family, and that's great. But if you're an entrepreneur, what are you doing today? Banks are closed, the post offices are closed. Now is the day you should be taking that time and building your business. You want to celebrate the birth date of America? Build your business. This company was founded on capitalism, and Uncle Sam will thank you for building your business. So, with that being said, I wanted to talk to you guys about exactly what we do at OnStage Plus and the different ways we're building our business and different platforms that we utilize to really help us and our clients level up. So, I'm going to kind of give you a sneak peek behind the curtain on how this is all done. I thought today would be a great day to do that, to really kind of just wind down and say, give somebody a little more information versus just this is what you need to do. Let me show you how we do it, right? Like I said, bring in the juice. I got this hat on. I got it from an event we did. Actually, I think it was Super Bowl Media Week. We did last year. Was it Super Bowl Media Week last year? Yeah, I think it was. And thought it was applicable. So that's what we're doing. So you see this, like, what's that? That's bringing the juice. I'm bringing the juice. Okay. So with that being said, this is a crowded market, as we all know. This is a crowded market, and let me put the camera up here a little. And what are you doing to really stand out? Everybody's yelling, "Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!" But how do you stand out? How do you bring that value? What do you need to do? Do you need an entire television studio? Like we have different sets you can see. You can see one of our little couch areas in our production cart, but you can't see over on the other side and things like that. But you don't need to have all that. So I'm going to give you some different tools that you can use and some things that we use to really help expand our brand. So one of my go-tos. Now we've got not a million cameras, but we've got a ton of cameras, cinema cameras, 4K, 5K cameras, all kind of stuff. And I'm gonna tell you my closest bosom buddy right here. Come on over here. Is this? I was looking at a video the other day and it was talking about the GoPro company is struggling. They're struggling to really find their footing. They're known as an action camera brand, which is a very niche market, really small market segment. But I don't surf, I don't mountain climb, I don't competitive bike race, but I use this. So this is, I think this came out a few years ago. This is the 9. And I think this now on Amazon is probably around $300. I think they're up now to like the 11, maybe the 12. This is great. This takes about, I would say, maybe 30 minutes to charge up, and it lasts for about, for about 5, 7 hours. It's a 5K sensor in here. Okay, got a little stand here. I got I got more than I probably should have. I got 3 whole kits full of stuff, but sometimes I just need this little thing right here, and this has all my little accoutrements. I call this my little go pack, But I can hook this in my car, which has stands. I have a hat. Matter of fact, here's one from my head. This can actually go on my head if I needed to wear it as a head cam. I have one that goes around my chest if I need to wear it as a chest cam. I have one that can go on my arm, whatever. I have all the accessories because I never know what use case I'm going to need. But this is something I need, and I have a 256, I think, megabyte card in here, which lasts for about 8 hours. So the battery actually died before the card gets filled up, and it does 5K. Beautiful. The sound is beautiful. I don't have to wear lapel. So when you're working and you're trying to just capture stuff, whatever, get yourself something that's going to be dependable because this is made in the action camera format. So it's made to fall. It's made to take a licking and stuff like that. You want something like that that you're going to be able to use. Something's not going to require a lot of extra gear. So this is kind of my go-to when I need to just be quick and pop up. Like I'm doing something, I'm doing my vlogs, I'm doing something, I'm like this, holding like this, and I'm talking or whatever. This is what I'm using right here. Check out the GoPro on Amazon. I don't have an affiliate link for them or anything, but I will do something like that because people are telling me, Dave, you should put some affiliate links in there. So, but I just want you to go and get something that's going to fit your needs. Now, another thing we do is we do different challenges. And it's very important because what is a challenge? A challenge puts yourself, your brand, in front of potential clients. It lets people know and furthers your message and lets people know really who you are, right? And how do you really stand out? And so I'm going to show you one of the things we do. We have our celebrity brand platforms. You've seen some of them on here. One of my close friends, Sharice Gilliam, she owns Digital Download Hub. She's one of our celebrity brand platform people. And the reason that we have her is that we just said, oh, that's a friend of mine, and that's a friend of mine. No, because she was also a business strategist and coach, and she has tremendous knowledge in that area. So on our platform, we wanted to make sure we brought people information they can utilize, tools they can utilize, and the ability to really take their business or their personal lives to the next level. So you've got to have people that can deliver that content and deliver that information in one centralized location. And that's what we put together because I was always looking to like thinking, what would I use? I kind of used the Warren Buffett method. He once said in an interview, he doesn't invest in anything or buy anything that he wouldn't use himself. If he wouldn't use it or see a use case for it, he doesn't invest in it. That was one of the things he did when I guess he invested in NetJets. I think he owns it now. And that was basically the first company to come across to actually allow people to charter private jets. Before it was just exclusive for the rich. And they're like, look, get 5 friends together, get a private jet to go somewhere. That money you was going to pay for commercial, you can have your own private jet. You don't own it, but you get to use it, stuff like that. And I was like, okay, that's pretty smart. He obviously saw a use for that because that's what he does. He invested in it. So I kind of do that as well. So I wanted to show you guys something here. And I thought this was really cool. One of the things that we do, of course, is, as I mentioned, our celebrity brand profiles. Now, celebrity brand profiles are basically all of our subject matter experts, be it real estate, be it personal development, be it relationships, be it basically how to really level up in your business, your finances, all that stuff. If you go to onstageplus.com and go celebrity brands, you're going to see all these subject matter experts, which all give tremendous value in the area, right? And if you want, here, this is how we promote that platform. Scan the QR code, go take a look. It don't cost you nothing, but you'll see we use our celebrity brands platforms as, I don't want to say lost leaders, but as we use them because that brings people to our network. So we've got people that have a wealth of knowledge and we give the value to people for free. And then they go, oh, this is great. Hey, let me download the app. Okay. But, in this day and age, you got to give to get. We want to get your email address. We want to get the information from you so we can offer you other opportunities. And in exchange, we're going to give you this information that you can utilize in your business and your personal life. I think fair exchange, no robbery. That's how we do that. Right? As you can see here, we've got a thing that says download our app. Scan the QR code. What that does is it allows us to get our app downloaded, which we want as many hands as possible. And we also want to be able to give people the entertainment, give people the access to knowledge. We call it putting the power in your pocket, right? So we have that kind of thing. Now, another thing is, which I should have had in the beginning, is to get our app now. So that's the same link, but that should always be there. When you're doing any kind of live stream or anything, you always want to have the way for your viewers to be able to engage with your product or service. We got so much going on. We get sidetracked. We get inundated with everything and everything. So make it easy for the viewer to be able to engage with you and to be able to move them, to be able to give them opportunities that you're providing. And make sure it's an opportunity because people can sell, they can smell a sales trick, right? Somebody said years ago, I don't want to be sold to. Yes, there's things I need, but I don't want to be sold to. I don't want you to come across as a used car salesman to me. And I'm telling you, I hate that. I hate that. I usually cut to the chase. Like if I'm doing something, what are you offering and how much is it? And we can cut this conversation real short. Because if I can't afford it, it doesn't mean you don't have value, but if I can't afford it right now, then I'm gonna have to move on. However, if I see the value, I'm gonna make sure I find a way to afford it. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody says, "Oh no, I'm not interested," it doesn't mean that what you have isn't great and it's not beneficial. It's just at the time and space that they're in, at the point that you interacted with them, they didn't need it or see the value for them in their life at that point. Doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. And I say that because I had to really understand that for myself, because I was starting to take it personal, and it was tough. It was tough because I had people going, "Yeah, this is no, I'm not interested. No, oh, it's too expensive." It's not too expensive for those that value what you're giving. So either one, you have a position what you're saying correctly, or two, right now they either don't have the money or they don't have the money for what you're selling. And that's no indication or reflection on you. You go, okay, well, great. Well, if you do down the road, great. You think Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, and all these places are saying, oh my God, we're selling less cars than Hyundai and Ford. Oh my God, how do we lower the prices so more people can get into that? They're like, no, this is our cost. When you're ready, here's the Rolls Royce, here's the Lamborghini. Come see about us. We're here. You know what I'm saying? And they keep putting out things, but they're not trying to have sales because that's not the market they're in. They're in for the people that can afford it. So I say that, as well. Another thing we do is we do the merchandising. You've got to have merchandising, because if you've got just a message, or you're doing your webinar, you're doing a thing like that, you need to have multiple streams of income. So one of the things that we have, of course, we have a Shopify store, right? As you can see right here, we have our Varesa stainless steel mug 2723, right? They can scan the QR code. It takes them to the celebrity brand store, is what we call it, and you can see all these other collections we've got. But we're always putting it on. I put it on my lives because you never know. Maybe today you don't need a Varesa stainless steel mug, but maybe you might go and you might download our app. You might watch the animated series. You might be like, Varesa, that's my girl. Oh my God. And so now you're resonating with that character. So now when you go and you see a live, you see the mug, you're like, oh, bet, I got to have that. Oh, yeah, because it keeps your stuff cold. It keeps your stuff hot, right? But then maybe you're like, no, I'm good right now. I got to do this, whatever. You're maybe not in the market for this mug, but maybe next week you will be. You guys remember, it was probably about a couple of months ago, there was this big viral thing that when this lady's car burned up. This lady's car burned up. And the only thing that survived in that car was this Stanley mug, right? Now, I never heard of them. I never heard of Stanley. However, the mug company the thermos company, saw an increase of, like, I think they said close to like 800% of sales. Now, let me go back. The Stanley Thermos Company has been around since the 1930s. They've been around. I mean, this is like your grandfather's grandfather probably went to work with a Stanley thermos. It's a thermos company. But when that video came out, people were making jokes like, man, I need to have my house made out of this Stanley thermos. Man, next time there's a forest fire, I'm going to crawl inside my Stanley thermos. This crazy stuff. There was such a rush on it that Target, or they couldn't keep them in stock. People was going and fighting. There was videos of people fighting over this thermos. Now, here's the thing about the public and social media. We fickle. We fickle. What was hot today is cold tomorrow. And let me tell you, went into Target a couple of weeks back, and there was a bunch of Stanley mugs on there. They're still great. They're still durable and everything like that. But guess what? The public is like, what's up? What's next? What's next? What next is shiny, right? So you've got to keep yourself in front. You can't wait on just something that hopefully you go viral, because, well, like I said, when we're viral today, it's not going to be viral tomorrow. You don't go viral for weeks and months at a time. So you've got to be consistent. Now, I'm doing these lives. I'm doing lives on our network. I'm doing lives on our social media platforms. I'm repurposing the lives. Thank you, Sharice, for that tip as well. And I'm doing things like that because I need to get my message out in front of you consistently. Because you might be watching this, you're like, okay, that's cool. Oh, wait a minute, somebody just called me. Hold on. And you're on the phone talking. Oh, the kids are doing this. Oh, my goodness, I got to go. I got a meeting. And you might miss parts. So when I brought out my mug, right, you had just left part of that. You didn't see that, right? So now I cut it up. You come back this evening, and you're like, oh, what was David talking about? Oh wow, a mug. That's cool. Let me go check that out. You know what I'm saying? So it's all depending on where I hit you at the time that you're ready to engage with that. Have more products, you know, right here. I got the rest of phone case for iPhones. iPhone's very popular. I got the rest of phone case. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna show you something right now, a little trick. Every time this thing gets scanned, I happen to know when somebody scans my products, right? I find out. And I'm like, this is cool. I can see it on the back end. Oh, look, someone scanned the QR code. So anytime somebody's doing that, I can see, and I'm like, great, I just made a sale. So I'm saying that to say, make sure you're keeping on top of putting your stuff out there. These are the things we do. Now, if you're wondering, like, okay, was there more? Oh, absolutely, there's more. We're going to have a 3-day live webinar. You know, it's weird. I call it a webinar because it's via the web. Of course, this is an old term, right? But you can watch on your mobile device. You can watch it on your television because we're going to put it out to everywhere. But we're going to talk about all these different things I just talked about today and more and more. And if you're interested, here you go. Scan us for more information. This is how we're going to help you level up your brand. Scan the information, the QR code right there, and just get on the list. We ain't going to spam you, whatever. We're just going to see the information on when it's coming. Probably going to do it a couple weeks after Sharice, one of our celebrity brands I mentioned before, is doing her 3-day webinar, which is going to be phenomenal. Okay, it's going to be great. I'm going to be giving you guys more information on that as well. Like I said, she's the CEO of Digital Download Hub. And when I tell you, this lady is a wealth of knowledge. I was telling her, you should be selling this. She was like, no, I just want to give people the tools they need to be able to have, what she call it, that laptop lifestyle. And it's so funny she says this because probably about a year ago, I was watching this show. I think it was on Bravo somewhere. And it was this real estate show where people were buying homes in the Caribbean. And I'm like, man, I'm looking because ideally I want to buy home in the Caribbean, right? So I'm looking to say, what's involved with that? I'm watching, and this lady, I kid you not, this lady was like, her budget was $700,000 for the house. Now I know if you're in California, you're like, God, that's like a half a bathroom and a half a bedroom, right? But this is the Caribbean, and you know they're like, oh, what do you do? She said, oh, I'm a digital nomad. She said, yeah, I make greeting cards for dogs. And even I was like, you make greeting cards featuring dogs? She said, no, I make greeting cards for dogs. Last time, I don't know, and I don't know. I've had pets all my life, but none of my dogs work. So how are they buying the greeting cards? So they kind of asked a little probing questions, and they're like, what is that? She said, well, you know, the pet owners will buy the greeting card for their pet on the pet's birthday. And her budget was $700,000. I ain't knocking her hustle, but if she can do that, I know you can do that. As of January 1st, 2024, this year, Forbes said, listen to this. This is Forbes magazine. They have the Forbes 100. They rate the most richest people in the world. They said 1,700 people become millionaires every day. Let that sink in. I didn't say 7. I didn't say 700. I said 1,700 people become millionaires every day. So people got the money. Don't be fooled. People got the money. The trick is Monday, are you going to have your name added to that list? Like, oh, Giselle. Ooh, she became a millionaire Monday morning. Go ahead. She did it. Robert, he became a millionaire. He was in the group. He was in the class Monday morning. Right on. Okay? Sharice, David, Bernadette, Tandra, and all these people. Did you become, what class are you going to be in? When are you going to become the millionaire that day? And it is possible. The only limit is this right here. This is the hardest piece of real estate for us to get over. But guess what? On our Level Up Challenge, we're going to show you how to get over that. We're going to show you how you need to put the right mindset in place to level up. So if you're serious, scan the QR code, download our app. We're going to have it on the app as well. And you can also go to Success Driven. Let me see. Do I have it here? SuccessDriven.OnStage Plus. I'm trying to give you guys all the ways to really get what you need to get. Let me see here. Hey, Felicia. Hey there. Let's see. Trying to see. Hey, Felicia says hello. Hey there, Felicia. How you doing? Felicia is actually in our VIP course as well. Phenomenal because she saw the value and she is like, I'm leveling up. I'm not playing about this in 2025. Okay, there we go. So you guys check out this. Go to put this on here. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Go to successdriven.onstageplus.com and sign up. That's free. That's our community. Sign up, because you owe it to yourself. There's no reason not to be really having everything you want. And I'm telling you, people sometimes telling people a bag of dreams. We're not. It's going to take some hard work. We're going to show you how to put the work in and how to do it. I'm not going to say, you know what, you do this, and next week you're going to be getting six figures. No, you won't. Unless you got something, you're a superstar, and somebody wants your tell-all knowledge or your sex tape, you're not getting six figures, my friend, not next week. But you can have it by next year. And you can probably have it in the next 6 months. But you got to put the work in. We're going to show you how to do that. So like I said, go to successdriven.onstageplus.com. If you're just interested, you're like, I'm already signed up, and right now I want to go and I just want to watch TV. Yeah, successdriven.onstageplus.com. That's what it says. My producer over here is saying she announced it. Yes, I'm talking about the community. But thank you though. Thank you. But if you also want to watch some great content and kind of see what our network's about, our web app is watch.onstageplus.com, But like I said, with all you're getting, make sure you get set up, hooked up, so that you can really be in the room to get more information on that upcoming webinar. Scan the QR code, you guys. You will not regret it. I'm telling you, make sure you get our app and make sure you set yourself up in a position to really level up and get what you want. Like I said, we're here to help you and put in the work. But if you are not willing to invest in yourself, if you want to feast on free, because that only goes so far. You ever go somewhere, you're like, ooh, what's left over? Or whatever, that's what you're getting. Because the people that are investing in themselves are going to get it. It ain't going to be expensive, but you will have to invest in yourself. If you're not ready to invest in yourself, I understand. Right now, you're not at that point. We're going to have a Facebook group you can join. It's going to kind of help you along those steps to when you're ready to really invest in yourself at certain levels, okay? So just start here. Sign up for the upcoming webinar. It's free. And let's get you going, all right? Because your time is now. Your time is now. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. It's the 4th of July. I got to cut up some of these videos and maybe put something on the grill. Maybe. I don't know. But we'll see. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great 4th, and I'll see you soon. Remember, leveling up starts here. See you soon.